the shop. Good morning. Welcome to another vlog here on Chaz Draycott Media. I'm about to make my way to one of the biggest gigs that I've ever had. I'm doing CarFest North, which is just absolutely unbelievable. I've got a half-hour drive ahead of me just now, and I'm super excited. Cannot wait. I'm not sure what to expect whatsoever. It is raining as well, which isn't great, but at the end of the day, I'd rather it be raining than have me absolutely roasting my tits off. I get to use my new windscreen wipers. I bought some new windscreen wipers for the BM. Owed Bim Bim about a week and a half ago, just before I went to the Nürburgring with the trucks. My old ones used to squeak and make a horrible noise. They didn't clear any water away. They were terrible. Anyway, main thing is, I've done a hell of a lot of research for CarFest. I've never been before, I've never seen the event before, so there's a lot that I still don't quite know. There's a lot where I'm just going to have to find out when I get there, because it could be different every single year. However, some of the cars that are going are absolutely insane. You know, I've been doing my notes for the last 2 days, just making sure that I'm prepared for everything, because you get told beforehand what all the sort of car groups and everything are and what's going in where and so on. There's a lot of Ferraris, a number of Porsches. There's a 100 years of Jaguar celebration, there's a Jubilee celebration with a lot of British cars, including things like an Aston Martin DBS, V12 Vantage, the brand new V12 Vantage, which I'm very excited to see. There's Ford GT40s, there's rally cars like Metro 6R4s, Porsche rally cars, Audi Quattros, everything. It's going to be so cool. Just not a fan of this weather right now, but like I say, it's trivial at this point, and if I'm going to be in a commentary box all day, I'm not too worried about that. I'm going to be working with a guy called Chris Hale, and there's another presenter I believe called Mike Bushell. Not the Mike Bushell that you'd probably know from the British Touring Car Championship and Clio Cup. Loudspeaker have sorted me out good and proper with this one. I'm really grateful to be doing this for them, and it's my first event for them as well actually. A lot of the time whenever they've asked me for anything, I've had a clash or something or already been busy, and this is my first proper event for Loudspeaker, so yeah, super excited. A little bit tired right now, but these early starts are always worth it. You know, you've seen many a vlog of mine before where I've been up at 4 AM and, you know, past Birmingham by 6. At least today as well is like a proper day to do a bit of recon, see exactly what the situation is, see what works from my end and see what doesn't. It's good to learn that sort of thing and have a few days to do an event like this, because otherwise if you have to just throw everything into one day and it doesn't work out, then, you know, you can leave feeling a little bit deflated. So I'm excited to see that, you know, today we can at least check everything works, get it all prepped and ready for being better on Saturday and Sunday if necessary. So let's go. Now I'm not sure if there's some sort of sign here, but we were just dawdling along on the bypass a moment ago and somebody was doing about 30 miles an hour in the right hand lane. I undertook them, admittedly. But then about 100 yards later, as we got into sort of like the town bit of Nantwich, a black cat ran straight across in front of the car and I had to swerve to avoid it. Now whether that's a metaphor or not, I'm not sure, but I really hope that's not anything that's a sign to come for today. We'll see, I guess. So I'm here on an incredibly bumpy road. I've been past a sign that says welcome to Bolesworth. There's a Morgan 3-wheeler V-twin in front of us. All the campsites and everything over here. I've seen my first hanging fairy lights thing. This says production parking, red car park. That's me. I've just gone past where that starts. So I need to go in there. This is very bumpy. I need to go back in there. I need to go back that way. I need to turn around here somewhere. I'm going to turn around in here. Oh, there's a car reversing. Sorry. No, I'm turning around. I'm turning around. Bloody hell. Don't swipe your fingers at me, mate. Wave your fingers at me, you grumpy. He's not even wearing high vis. Right, this is going to be a focusing moment because there's a massive like horse box motorhome thing coming the other way. Oh, he's letting me go now. Oh, we're in reverse, boys. Big Scania P310. Right, so we're in here. Production bit. So it looks like, regardless, I'm going to get wet, but that's just part of the job. Okay, well, I'm not sure how much I'm going to even be filming this weekend because I know I'm going to be probably very busy, but my microphone's on there so I can't take my seatbelt off yet. I'm going to go get wet, try and find my way in, and then I'll see if I can record something over the course of the day. So hopefully we can get something of this, but I'm really excited now I'm here anyway, so see you soon. So we're here now in the paddock and there is some very, very special stuff about. We've got an older 1988 Tyrrell, we've got a Formula 5000 car, Jag XJ220, can't even remember what's under here, but I'm pretty sure it's a Ford GT40. Aston Martin DB11, Aston Martin Vantage F111 edition, Audi touring car, Audi 80, unbelievable thing, Morgan Aero 8 GT3 car, Aston Martin V12 Vantage. The list goes on and on all the way down there. There are some very serious bits of kit here, and to be honest, to be stood walking amongst it as part of like the team for this event, amazing, absolutely amazing. Even a little Praga R1 as well, so any fans of Jimmy Broadbent, wet yourselves. So it's time to go over to the driver's lounge for a briefing. I'm going to see everybody, see who's driving what. I've only just seen the Wayne's World AMC, that's fantastic. Okay, so I've met the drivers, met a few cars, no, the other way around, seen a few cars, seen drivers' cars, all sorts of Anyway, time to crack on now, we're going to rehearse for a little bit, so let's see. And this is the commentary box. We can see the start line just down here. Chris, the producer, is going to be based here doing all of his stuff. I'm over in this corner. The blinds are obviously going to be moved up. But yeah, really good view. The rain is just about stopping at the moment. I've got all my notes, endless amounts of, and feeling good. Met a few drivers, like I said a moment ago. Seen some of the cars up close and which versions they are, because one of the main things is just knowing which there is. You know, if I get told on a list it's a V8 Vantage, could be any of them. So we've had a look at all of them. Here's Chris. And yeah, just seeing them in person, getting used to how everything is. Mint. First show done, barely even had time to think, it just went by that quickly. It was 45 minutes that absolutely flew. We got loads of categories out of the way very, very quickly. There was loads of different notes and stuff like that. I thought I was underprepared, honestly, but I was fine. You know, they were going that quickly, I could only get one fact out per car. They were just going. We were watching them on the screen here, and they were going all the way up, and then by the time they'd got off the screen and the next one had already gone, the facts were already out of my mouth. You know, it was brilliant, really, really good. The teams have given me loads. I mean, I've got an entire massive sheet here about the Jaguar XJS. Everybody's so happy to share their information about their cars. You know, there's so much passion here about this. It's just absolutely epic, but it's not on a ridiculous scale like something like the Goodwood Festival of Speed, where as a commentator you'd imagine it's a nightmare to learn everything. You know, you'd have to get so much info and it'd all have to be so beautifully planned out, but everyone's throwing what they've got at this and it's great fun, really great fun so far. It's time to get the final show of the day underway. Chris is loving it. Flat out, very flat out. We've only got like 15 minutes between each show. Today's the quick day. So we've got the F1 car going to be the first one out. We're about 5 minutes delayed, but still, not wrong with that. Okay everybody, welcome to the final show of the day. This is the Motorsport half hour of power, and the first car to start us off is going to be one of the very, very finest. This is the 1988 Arrows A10. The Arrows A10 making its way. Martin Overington at the wheel. The car that managed the podium in 1988, followed very closely. 5-litre V8, 500 horsepower behind that machine. Amazing engine indeed. Next up the BAC Mono, driven by company owner Neil Briggs himself, I believe, this weekend. And next up, speaking of originals, this is the only Nissan GTR GT1 that is still running. Next up, the Audi 80 Super Touring car, very fast off the line. we're waiting now for the next car to make its way to the grid, which is the Morgan Aero 8 GT car. Car that used to again race in FIA GT in many different specifications, ranging from GT3 to GT1. Certainly an interesting shape, an odd looking car from the front, as agreed by many, but a very potent one indeed. Series, the M3 E30. Touring car racing name back then is powers up the Jaguar Mark 1. Car that competed in the British Saloon Car Championship. Probably the only car we're actually happy to see going down the straight, not in a straight line. And that's it, we finished the final show. We've got two lads down here, absolutely loving it. They've been really good fans of ours since we started the show earlier in the day. They've just popped the tyre on the Mark 1 Jaguar, doing that many donuts in it. It's been brilliant, honestly, really brilliant. We've finished for the day pretty much. Look at all this, like, look at how many people are already. I mean, I'm not sure if you can really see it on the GoPro that much, but it's so full. There's so many people all the way up. It's great. Really great, and honestly I've enjoyed today and it's flown by. The shows are a bit more spaced out tomorrow, they're a little bit longer, but I don't mind. I'm well excited. It's really, really good to be paid to be doing this as my job. Like, it's another one of their moments where I'm pinching myself. Anyway, my hair's all fluffy because it got drenched this morning. I need to go and get some food, and I'm going to speak to some of the drivers and so on and get a little bit more info, because there are a few bits today where there's a few holes in what I was saying, so I want to make sure that it's as perfect as possible for tomorrow and Sunday. Anyway, I'm going to have a walk around, maybe just film a few bits of some of the cars. I'll see you in a bit. Now yes, that is a Honda badge on a Mini, because this is known as a Z-Cars Mini, where the engine goes in the back, and, well, that in the back of a Mini is a Honda Civic Type R engine, which, as you can imagine, is rather potent. That's a rocket ship. That's an absolute rocket ship. Even look at the front of it, look at the front. Absolutely nuts. So two of the absolute stars of the show in my eyes are these two things. So we've got an Arrows A10 from 1988, ran by Eddie Cheever. And we've also got a Formula 5000 car with a 5-litre V8 in it. Both amazing cars in their own way. Really, really cool. But just look at how little there is in terms of the cockpit and the size. Look. Look at the size of the rear wheels. Like, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Absolutely unbelievable. And look at this as well. This is the flat floor E-Type. Gorgeous thing. Absolutely gorgeous thing. Old school Mark 1 E-Type. Just so pretty, so elegant as well. And the whole interior of it, all of it's just immaculate. Look. Doesn't get much better than that. Or maybe it does. XJ220. Gotta love it. And then James Martin's Ford GT as well, GT40. Absolutely fantastic. Now they've opened the paddock now, so everyone can come in.
A celebrity food warmer in the middle of the main paddock.
So, oh God, nearly gone flying. Now here is the V12 Vantage. Now this is the brand new V12 Vantage. It's an amazing car. So the V8 Vantage is good enough anyway. There's a lot of iterations of that now, but the V12 is like the most bonkers one. I mean, the older V12 Vantage was good enough, but like this one's just, I mean, look at this wing. The way it curves around and sort of matches the bodywork like it does further down, it's just awesome. Absolutely awesome bit of kit. Really love it. And the DBX 707, nearly 700 brake horsepower DBX, is just an absolute monster. You know, it flies off the line, it's incredibly quick. And I mean, the way it took off today was just mind-blowing. Really cool. I love the colour of it as well. It's awesome. I've just got my own arm in the shop. This is such a mix of cars, it's amazing. You've got a Countach, a Miura, a Turbo Esprit, a Jag E-Type 4.2. You've got the actual Back to the Future DeLorean. This is unbelievable, this mix. Volkswagen Thing. Just, what an event. I've had to come back to come and film something which I absolutely adore. The Audi 80 Super Touring car. Now this thing, I mean, look at even at this wheel arch here, look at how much it sticks out, and then you've got the vent inside there. Like, just that alone is just mega. I mean, you've got a massive exhaust sticking out, the wheels actually protrude outwards. Oh mate, the whole thing, the vents in the front, the splitter, it's just so awesome. And you know, admittedly, yes, it's next to a Praga R1, which is one of the most like aggressive looking race cars at the moment. You know, I mean, look at the shape of it. You get to this angle of a Praga, it looks amazing, but just this, it's just so mega. And it's these sorts of cars, you know, that you see here. I mean, it's next to a Morgan Aero 8 GT car. These are why these events are so important, because you won't see anything like this out in the wild. You know, no one would really know where this is going to be sat most of the time. To see it, it's just great. I think you'll agree there's some amazing stuff on show. So I'm just chilling in the big tent now, having a barbie. Everyone's going to be congregating momentarily for a barbecue, so I've managed to grab myself a bench. But that's going to be me done for the day. So I'm going to head home once I've had a bit of food. But hopefully I'll film a little bit more as the weekend goes on. I'll see you tomorrow.